How's it going, everybody, and welcome back. This is Wake Run Collapse. I've got an avalanche of Thunderclap Spark, 180 packs to be precise. As I've done with the past few sets, rather than just go through every box one by one, I've opened and pre-cut all the packs from the remaining boxes, and we're going to see all the cards in this video. I'm going to try to make it quick, because obviously you've seen quite a bit of the set already. We're mainly just hunting for full arts or better at this point, so I want to see what the last 6 boxes have and hold, but I don't want to miss out on the opportunity to catch some cool reactions or surprises as we go. So if this is kind of your thing, just sit back, maybe pause the video for a second, grab some food or a beverage of some kind, and relax and enjoy it. I'm filming this at about 9 a.m. on Tuesday, so I can't exactly have an alcoholic beverage before work, because that would be a bad idea. But we are going to open these packs 2 at a time, very quickly, and just basically pound through and see what we're going to pull. There's no sense in spending too much time on the individual cards. In fact, as you've probably seen before, because it's unlikely that I'm picking up new viewership at this stage, I don't sleeve any of the holos, I don't sleeve any of the GXs, anything like that. I will sleeve the full arts, though. Sturdy Japanese cards, not really problematic when it comes to this kind of stuff, so it should be pretty tame. Wow, I've already got 2 GXs. So this is technically box 7. I am still opening the packs in order, believe it or not. Doesn't really matter if you believe it, I suppose. So we're already 10 packs through. I mean, imagine if all my openings were like this. Let's get a Suicune Holo. That's why I think, later in the game, something like this has a lot of added benefit. Because people are less interested in the individual cards, and they're more interested in a quick opening that they can digest easily. Let's get a Virizion GX there. And for, the big chase cards that they haven't seen already. Which we've pulled a fair few of already, but might as well keep it going. And I enjoy this from a creator standpoint too, because I don't want to spend tons and tons of time creating videos if I can do it more quickly and in a way that people are going to enjoy. So let me know what you think of this format and style for a booster case. So get a Ditto Prism, that's cool. If you enjoy something like this, if you would have preferred that I did them all as individual boxes or something like that, I just kind of want to gauge everybody's opinion. But you got plenty of time to drop a comment in the comments below, so you might as well. I've not been able to film for a couple of days. Get another Cobalion Holo. Nice. Nice. Zeraora Full Art, we've already pulled, but it is a card with some serious value to it, so if I'm going to pull a duplicate, I wanted it to be this one, so I'm very stoked about that. So we're going to sleeve it right up, just leave it off to the side, and continue on with this. But as I was saying, not been able to film for some time. Another Zeraora, cool. That would have been a nice box a couple days ago. I had the Taylor Swift concert on Saturday night, which was quite groovy. I think we estimated, because she did a few medleys and a lot of new stuff, and I think I estimated that there were 6 songs maybe that I didn't, really know at all that she played. Obviously, she played pretty much the whole new album, because I know pretty much you guys are only here for my post-mortem on a Taylor Swift concert, but she played mostly, probably 80% of her new album. I think there's 15 songs on there, and I'm willing to bet she played 12 of those in some form or another. And then mixed together some older stuff, and like I said, had some medleys too. which is interesting to be able to hear some old stuff, kind of like mashed with other old stuff. But she's a terrific performer, and the show is awesome. So if you are ever on the fence about it, if you enjoy your T-Swift and you're like, I don't know if the concert's going to be worth it, it is. It is. I'm not a huge T-Swift fan, and I enjoyed it. So imagine that. A white Curum hollow there. As we move through box number 8. A Genesect GX. Yeah, as I mentioned on YouTube a couple of days ago, and I'm pretty sure that this video is going to go up about a day late, maybe 12 hours late. I obviously have a sale video to construct, which will be Thursday. Just so everyone is aware, it will be filmed tomorrow and uploaded on Thursday. As my work schedule is pretty sharp, and I need to make sure that I can focus on that. But Thursday nights, I should be able to start answering emails, and this will give me an opportunity to answer all the old emails that I never answered in the first place. I suspect there's only a couple of those. Oh, nice, another Zeraora. I suspect there's only a couple of those. Get those done. Check out some pricing, and then kind of go from there. And then before you know it, Fairy Rise is going to be out. I mean, at the end of the week, I should get that sometime early next week, which is crazy to me. Another Ditto Prism, awesome. These boxes are going pretty fast. Especially when I let the cards speak for themselves and I shut up for a wow. So judgmental, just ran away from me like that. Especially when I let the cards kind of speak for themselves. Macargo GX. Ooh, and a Virizion full art. I do not have this one. So let's take a look at that. Nice emerald background there. We've got the 61 out of 60, of course, the first numbered super rare of the set. Get a good look at that. Pretty nice looking card. Not super valuable, but needed for the collection. So I'm happy to see it. Looking good. And we'll square up the rest of box 8 and move on to box number 9. Reason being is I'm working at 11 and I am sure that my computer will not be able to convert these files quickly enough to have an impact and be able to be uploaded while I'm gone. It's another not bad box. Avoiding duplicates, pretty sweet. Or getting a duplicate that you know is going to sell, also pretty sweet. Got to get all that stuff out of the way and move on. Cobalion Hollow, what a surprise. I mean, now that we're going quickly through this set, Are you still drawn to it, or are you pretty much just moving on at this point to Fairy Rise? You excited for what's on the horizon? I know I'm opening this kind of late anyways. To be completely honest, once I'm this far into an opening, I'm pretty much looking at it from like a workman's perspective. Like, let's get this done, let's get it uploaded, find out what we have, and kind of finish out the case. I still am kind of, I guess, present for the experience of opening them, but I don't know, it's not the same as those first, like, couple of boxes. Move that all out of the way. There's really not much to say about the set that hasn't already been said. They're just so aggressive with their releases of new cards that it's tough to keep up or find something that allows the set to stand out. It's just not a priority for them, really. Their priority is quantity and keeping the game interesting and keeping people buying. Oh. For a pack that's stuck. There we go. Some cards that were unwilling to exit. And it was a pretty good one, too. Hey, look at that. Electric power. And a Zebstrika as well, very fitting. So, hey, not bad. Another ultra rare out of the case. This one's 71 out of 60. It's pretty cool. I do not know in terms of value where this one kind of sits. Really just not familiar enough with it. Obviously, it's a regular trainer card, so it's not like it's completely inaccessible to people. Like a particularly playable hyper rare or some sort. But I dig it. Looks good. So we've got two ultra rares. We had the hyper rare Macargo. And then out of the other six, I think we've got two Zeraora, a Virizion, a Genesect, Kahili, and the Judge. So the only regular super rare we're missing is Macargo, but we pulled that as our only hyper rare so far. Is the fourth card going to be Thunder Mountain? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. No, it's in the last pack. There it is. I was kind of wondering about that. Alright, well, now I guess we should probably recenter those, because we're 90 packs down, we're only 14 minutes in. Get rid of some more empties. By the way, if you were not following on Twitter, my friends and I showed up pretty early to the T-Swift concert. And by pretty early, I mean the doors opened at 5, the concert started at 7. We got there at 3:30. And I couldn't even tell you what Charlie XCX or, like, I couldn't tell you anything about her opening. Charlie XCX was the first opener, and then they had Camila Cabello was out, and she wore like a Patriots jersey, and I kind of heard her singing a little bit. But that's what tailgating's like in America. I don't know if tailgating is a big thing elsewhere, but my friend who, again, I have to remember, don't use names, a friend of mine who was driving had the great idea of parking in the first lot that she found, which happened to be the parking lot. Ooh, there's the Mercargo, the parking lot of a dentist office, which was brilliant because we were far enough away from the action to where, yeah, we had to walk for a ways when the concert was over, but we got to leave straight away also. 62 out of 60, that does it for super rares. We get to leave straight away also. Once we got out of the parking lot, we were out of the parking lot. Sometimes you go to a venue and you get stuck in the parking lot for a while, and Gillette is pretty notorious for that. I've been a couple times and sat there for quite some time trying to get out. That's in Foxborough, Massachusetts, by the way. It's where the Patriots play. Capacity is like, I don't know, 60,000 or something. And if you happen to just end up parked on the wrong side of the parking lot, which you certainly cannot control, they tell you where to go, then you can have a situation like that where you start your car, but really you just have to play music for an hour and a half while you wait. The worst experience with parking I ever had was we went to SPAC in New York, the Saratoga Performing Arts Center. Calling it SPAC is just way too attractive to pass the opportunity up on. It's a ditto, speaking of attractive. And we saw Mumford & Sons, which was terrific. I love Mumford & Sons. I would see them again once another album comes out. So I saw them, I don't know, a couple years ago. But I would imagine that SPAC is built to, like, its capacity is 25,000. But based on the parking situation, it seemed like they were used to or accustomed to having more like 8,000 to 10,000 people there. Because we got there early and we were parked on the grass and like in the middle of fields and stuff, and it just seemed crazy. When we went to leave, we actually thought about sleeping in the car instead. There were other circumstances at play as well. Like there was basically one way in and one way out for all these people, which is madness. But then there was a medical emergency too, and the ambulance couldn't get through because the gridlock was so bad. I think we actually got lost trying to find our car. And it took probably 30 minutes to find it once we left the venue. It's another Mercargo. And I am certain that I did not start my car for over an hour because there was nowhere to go. There was no point. Stretch my back. Oh, felt good. There was no point in it. So we reclined and tried to sleep, but when you give people the opportunity to imbibe and sing and all that other crazy stuff in the parking lot, there's going to be no sleeping after that. I mean, I still like the venue. It was just it was a poop show in terms of logistics. But what has not been a shit show is this opening. As we are 4 boxes through, that's 120 packs that you've witnessed, 4 groovy full arts, and 2 more to go. Hoping for the, I think I was planning on that. Hoping for the hyper rare Zeraora. That would be a terrific way to finish out the case. But where we already got 2 ultra rares, I don't know that I expect another hyper rare. I would like another full art supporter out of one of the boxes. If I could be picky and or choosy, that would be nice. Let's see. A Thunder Mountain Prism this time. Hey, 1 out of 2. I'll take it. Kahili Full Art. Very nice. If you've not seen it already, I pulled it, we'll say, early in the case. So this is a duplicate. This will be made available for purchase once the sale video goes up. But again, I have to research pricing and stuff like that. So I will decide what the pricing will be once that happens. But that is pretty cool. And nice to be able to supply to somebody else. I've actually been to that stadium 4 years in a row for concerts, 2015 through 2018. But you can also just go there if you don't live terribly far, and I don't live terribly far from it. It's probably an hour's drive from me. You can just go. It's called Patriot Place. They have like a cool Patriots Hall of Fame. They have like regular stores in that area too, because it's pretty much just a big old open mall. But you can walk down to the lower level, and you can kind of peek through the gate at the stadium from like the field level, which is cool. They have a security guard there and stuff, so you can't like just run out onto the field, and it's all gated off and stuff. But it's a pretty cool experience if you happen to be in, I would say, the Eastern Mass / Rhode Island area. It's probably the most feasible way to go. Then I would definitely recommend it. Once. I don't feel a big push to go back, but it was certainly nice to be there. I'm just not sure that there's going to be an artist next year that I'm like, oh yeah, we're going to keep the streak alive, we're going to go see this person. Because I'm kind of picky about who I'll go to see concerts for, especially when tickets are this much. There's a Tapu Koko. I did find a cool concert that's going to be playing in Boston in October, but I'm certain that I will not find anyone to come with. Joywave and Sir Sly will be playing in the city at some point in October. I want to say the 19th or something like that. And tickets are only like $20, and I like them both. And no one I know listens to that kind of music, so I'm probably going to be sitting it out and instead doing some other adult stuff during that time. Suicune Hollow, box 11, dusted. We're still on pace and looking good. Which I am happy about. And now we're on to the final box. But it's really only the final box for like a week until I start uploading Fairy Rise. So we're going to turn that sucker sideways, crack into our final 30 packs, and maybe we can get some rainbowy goodness in our final box of Thunderclap Spark. Maybe, just maybe. So since I haven't shut up about music for the last 15 minutes, tell me about your concert-going experiences. Do you have a favorite artist that you ever saw live? Do you have a show that you're looking forward to, or a show that you would like to go to? Final Zera Aura, not bad. Or we can answer this question. If you could go back in time and see an artist or a band live that you no longer are able to see, who would you pick? In case you listen to music that was released more than 6 months ago, which I'm told people still do sometimes. You would find me at a Queen concert, personally. But that hasn't been possible for some time, sadly. White Kyurem Hollow. Making a mess of this stack of commons and uncommons. Just trying to finish the case. I want to see that last full art. I want to know what it is. There's a Macargo GX, so maybe waiting for a little bit. Dialga. Let's move that back there. Overall, a pretty solid haul from these last 6 boxes. Nice variation, for sure. You definitely don't want to pull the same stuff over and over and over again. I'm sure many of you have seen openings of mine where we go on streaks of pulling the same card. It's better entertainment for you, it's better entertainment for me, if there's some variety. And as we close out the case, I just want to thank you guys for your patience in my garbage uploading schedule. It is tough. It's a Virizion full art, so that kind of bucks the whole mixing it up trend, because you guys already saw this earlier in the video, if you didn't skip around. But I do want to thank you guys for sticking with it. I will probably continue to be inconsistent with uploading until my final upload. It's just the way that things are now. Doesn't mean that I don't enjoy it, because I do. It just means that other things are going on. And as long as you can deal with me when I, happen to be here, then I think we're going to have a great creator-to-viewer relationship. Especially if you don't mind me having a potty mouth, because, Virizion GX to finish out the case. Move all that stuff to the back, and very, very quickly, just hit you with a crisp recap of the items of note that you would have seen in this here video. Not going to go over the hollows or GXs, I still got to go back and sleeve all of that, but we did manage to pull 2 copies of the Virizion Full Art. 1 and 2. We've got the Macargo Full Art, another Zeraora Full Art, Kahili Full Art, and the Electric Power Ultra Rare Trainer. So pretty good overall pulls. Have to check and see all the things that I happen to be missing. I know I'm missing an Ultra Rare, and I want to say 3 Hyper Rares. So I got to poke around and see what I'm going to do about that. Thank you so much for enjoying this opening. Make sure you hit the like button if you've not done so already. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next video.